All right, boys and girls, are y'all ready? Once again, it is time for Life Behind Bars broadcast. Live, uncut, and unrated. From Broadcast Radio, so without further ado, you motorheads, here it goes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you gearheads alike. Oh, it is time for the Life Behind Bars Robcast. Man, why am I reaching at my mic here? I'm reaching at my mic. All I got to do is adjust it, right? All you got to do is adjust it. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you're just not even going to tell them my name today, are you, Flip?
With your host, Zombie.
All right, there we go. All right, rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, that's right, it's time. I can't hear. That's why I can't hear anything in my headset, dude. Anyway, flip the switch, turn it off, and let's rock and roll to the show, buddy. Roll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gearheads, is it just me? Am I the only one? I just crave to take the motorcycle apart. Any motorcycle that I have, I can't wait to take it apart. Oh, you all have the same feeling? Today, we're going to talk about some new motorcycles coming out for 2017, guys. What? So I always start off some of the other podcasts, at least one, by saying thank you to all of our military. So if you served our country, past, present, or future, by being in the Army, Navy, Air Force, or in the Marines, if you happen to be a police officer, firefighter, EMT, we show you very much love and much respect here at the show. Thank you very much for your service. Back to blue, guys. All right, rock and roll, back to Life Behind Bars. And you know, of course, we're talking about, guys, life, spending your whole life behind a set of handlebars. That's right, motorcycle. How do you ride? What got you into motorcycling? Flip, please turn that off, sir. Give me some technical difficulty music there. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, sorry about that, but life in the fast lane, guys. Life in the fast lane. What got you in? What got you into motorcycle? We didn't pause. Oh man, we are on our cue tonight. Flip, you're awesome, dude. I appreciate you being here, buddy. We're gonna have you sit down and talk to us someday. So today we're gonna talk about some. Okay, what was that? Rewind. Okay. What, ladies and gentlemen, got you into motorcycling, or what interests you if you don't have a motorcycle, or if you never had one? What would be the one to get you into the field? We may talk about one of those tonight. Your first bike. Because there's some really good first bikes coming on. What the heck was that, man? Hold on a second, guys. Alright, so rock and roll. All you little maniacs out there listening right now. We're going to cover the new bikes, some new and exciting motorcycles. And there are, I've thought about it, I looked it up, I was like, we'll talk about that on the second show. Maybe we'll see what new bikes, new motorcycles, what's new in motorcycling coming out for 2017, right? And yes, Flip, I'm going to write an intro for you, okay? And you can put whatever music you want with it. You can sing it, you can rock it out, whatever. That's how we can do this. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm thinking what originally got me interested in motorcycles? I don't know. Seeing one at being 3 or 4 years old, and being able to ride a little Honda Trail 50, was amazing. Because, I mean, I could barely ride a bicycle. I got on that thing and it's just automatic, take off. They told me to just keep it in second gear or whatever. I was like, okay, and just took off. I'm pretty sure that the 50 and the 70 were both 3-speed or 4-speed. And I have seen some that just have a gear shifter that shifts it into one gear and then out of gear. It's amazing how motorcycling's changed, and a lot of those bikes back in the day, the little bikes, would have a manual clutch and everything. Not like I think that was even the first XR75s came out with a clutch, and then they came out now. I guess if you can get the little automatics, automatics, you still have to shift the gear. Anyway, you guys know all about that. We're not talking about, we can talk about little bikes, what got you into motorcycling. I just said it right there. There it was, a Honda Trail 50, just getting to ride it in the sand up there near Livingston, Texas. Took off, didn't want to come back. I mean, I had people had to get onto other mini bikes and chase me down because I didn't turn around. I was just going to keep going all the way around the block, and I didn't even know what a block was. That and sitting on the tank of my father happened to have had, and I found out now it was something along the line of a Honda CB350. I think it was a Honda CB350, but he had some sort of a 750 engine stuck in it. And he would put me on the tank and let me hold on to the handlebars, and we would drive from our house out in the country on a farm-to-market road about 2 miles away to the store, and I would get a chocolate soldier, which is very similar to Yoo-Hoo, a chocolate soldier, and then get back on the tank and hold on to the handlebars and take off and ride back. But yeah, I think that being 3 years old made me want to have a motorcycle from then on. And I guess getting into a little bit of always riding, always always having a motorcycle at one point or another in my life from the time I was 7 years old until right now, and I'm 43, so I'm blessed. I mean, I have gone through stages, however, where I've realized that I had to put certain motorcycles away. Like in my 30s, I put away the Honda SCR 250R, and it's put up. It's brand new. I mean, I happen to be a master motorcycle technician and can build anything from the ground up as far as motorcycles go. Anything. If it's built by human hands, I can rebuild it or redo it. And that's one of the things in my brain. What I'm thinking is not everyone have gotten the hours putting hands on different motorcycles. Not everyone have the just the aptitude to do nothing but take these things apart and look at them and re-engineer them, put them back together, and just see, what we can bring across the spectrum as far as being enthusiasts, how we can help each other. If you're, slinging wrenches right now, you're throwing wrenches, you don't have that 8mm, like, what did I run into? I was just going to change the oil in my motorcycle, and I didn't have a 5mm hex key that was short enough to fit into the area without taking my exhaust pipe off. It's all custom, and I'm like, I know I'll put this together, and I knew that I would need this taking it apart. What do you do, guys? This is what you do. You have to make custom tools for custom motorcycles, and that's what you kind of run into also. That's why I build things for myself. Sometimes I sell them, or sometimes most of the time I build motorcycles and then they go out onto the market. But I have been in service industry, service manager, I have had my own motorcycle dealership, and not just toot my horn, just letting you guys know where I'm coming from whenever it comes to motorcycles. And being that I've been out of it for a minute, other than I've built a few some little custom bikes here and there lately, but I thought a real good way to get back into it, because I already have Robcast Radio. Why not bring you guys over here on the old interwebs? I could, we'll throw together a little bit more variety instead of let's just talk about the new motorcycles coming out. Maybe I'll tell you guys some of my crazy ass motorcycling stories. Things that might have happened to me. Like, why did I put the CR250R away? Well, you have a bad sciatic nerve, and you think that it's my same reasoning for I hadn't hit the heavy bag in years and years and years. Got a new heavy bag 5 months ago. Filled it up a couple weeks ago. And when you start hitting that shit again, my hands are money. Whenever I use them to build things, I use them to plant trees. I've got a little tree farm here. And you start thinking about things like that whenever you get past 40 that, I'm not trying to be soft, you know what I mean? Whenever I was in my 20s, I would have hit the bag until my hands were just bleeding, and then worried about building motorcycles the next day. So we do have to use our time wisely, and I think sometimes maybe I could do a little bit better of a job of explaining some of these things to you guys and bring in some goodness, throwing you guys some love over the old interwebs. You know what I'm saying? Where we could just get on here and talk cash shit about motorcycles for however long we want to. And just speaking about talking, guys, I welcome you to follow me here at Spreaker Podcast. Download the Spreaker Podcast app for your phone or your whatever mobile device, your whatever you're listening to this on. And guess what? Go to where it's going to say information about it. Go to where you're listening to this, to the home of it, the Spreaker Podcast. Download the app. You're welcome to type in Robert Cole, right? Robcast Radio, Robcast, and this, of course, is the Life Behind Bars Robcast. There are a couple other Robcasts you might be interested in here. You never know. Give it a try. But definitely, if you're listening to this Robcast, Life Behind the Handlebars of the Motorcycle, guys, then follow me on here, and it'll let you know whenever we put up a new show. So, rock and roll, guys. What new motorcycles? Let me tell you something, dude. I got excited because, my brother was like, I wish there was, a badass big enduro that I could take out into the oil fields. See, he rides a 1200 Goldwing, late 80s model Goldwing, which it's a police interceptor bike, and it's a badass bike, man. This thing, I've never seen a Goldwing that'll just stand it up, dude. I mean, it'll stand it up, son. It's mean. But anyway, a lot of motorcycles are mean. I try to make mine to just keep up with that summit, you know what I'm saying? And I've got a little 1300 CCV twin. Little. I'm not pushing that big motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's not a little bike. That's what I'm saying. I look at it like it was my Honda 750, and no. Okay, so let's talk about some new bikes for 2017, man. New bikes for 2017. Mike's good? Everything good? No big buzzing or anything craculating here? Flip? Sorry, guys. Talking to the little producer, Flip, over there, who's handling the control board, and someday we'll put... I have some of the other podcasts where people can call in and things like this, but we never really got any calls, so I just didn't, I didn't really need that. What you can do, follow the show on Spreaker. Look, we'll talk about the first ones, the 2017 Yamaha SCR 950. Okay, we'll talk about that, but follow the show on Spreaker Podcast. You can listen to this program anytime if you're at work, if you're mechanicking, you're turning riches, you're busting your knuckles, and mechanics gloves, no matter what anyone says, they just don't work right, man. I try to wear them. I know you're going to bust your knuckles, guys. Mad respect to all you guys turning wrenches on these motorcycles and keeping all these people safe every single day. Because, yes, I do tell people they need to find a reputable source to put hands on their motorcycle